away, I wanted to make sure that we had a conversation and something that's really affecting me in Healthy in Houston. And these days, everyone, including myself, is looking for ways to manage stress. I mean, even this weekend I was laying in bed because I didn't feel well, and I found myself getting anxious and not able to sleep because for the first time I was by myself, which is rare because my hubby was watching me. And the thoughts just started going, right? And the list started going. And then I was flash forwarding to October. And my mind, I couldn't get control of it. And so I deal a lot with stress. I'm pretty open about that. Then a lot of us, you're feeling burnout, right? It's that time. It's also hot out there. So how can we take better care of our overall health? Well, our next guest is joining us to share a practical, science-backed approach that can help all of us. So please help me welcome Sahar Paz, who is going to introduce us to nervous system regulation and why it's foundational to our well-being.
Yes.
Thank you for waking up with us.
Of course, happy to be here.
First of all, your story, your backstory is inspiring, and I just respect you so much. Tell us a little bit about your path.
Thank you so much. I had a 5-year battle with stage 4 breast cancer, and when I had tried all kinds of treatments, changing my diet, all the supplements, and my health kept getting worse, I began to think of what does my body actually need to do what it's designed to do. Our body is designed to heal and replenish itself. And that's when I became a somatic practitioner and really understood the role that our nervous system plays in our health.
Jeez, and so you turned that, and now tell us, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
And cancer-free?
I am cancer-free.
This is incredible, and it just makes my heart happy. But you did the work, and now you're dedicated to helping other people do the work. So we talk about this survival mode, and I feel like my body does that quite a bit. Even my doctor's like, oh, I know exactly the time of year I'm gonna see you in my office because you get so sick, because you're in survival mode. Tell me about this.
So our beautiful body has a built-in alarm system, and that is our nervous system. So there's a lot that goes on in our head, our brain, our thinking, but our nervous system goes down our spine and it wraps around our body and in our fascia. It's actually our body. When we hold our stomach tight or clench our shoulders or our jaw, it's sending a signal to our nervous system and to our brain that we're not safe. And so what happens is our body gets busy protecting us instead of healing us, replenishing us, allowing us to rest and even digest.
Yes, because I get nervous tummy. I have tummy problems too. Yeah, right. Let me just tell you everything that I'm dealing with. But so that helps with that too. And I was telling you, the clenched jaw, I can feel myself when I'm sleeping, when I'm supposed to be resting.
Yes.
So you have some exercises we can do.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm excited about this because
Yes.
I need help, as you can tell.
I got you. So our earlobe is actually hooked up to our vagus nerve, which is like our safety switch. So if you just massage your ear, and this isn't like when you got in trouble and someone was pulling your ear.
Right.
But start at the top of your lobe and go down towards the bottom, and then back up to the top. You might feel like you want to yawn, or your eyes are watering, or kind of an instant relaxation.
I just got accepted for a life insurance policy with living benefits that will pay out up to $400,000.
Wow. You guys doing this at home? You should. Everybody
Just
do
doing
it.
that 3 times to 5
And I
times
even-
helps a lot. And another thing you could do, which you were talking about your beautiful daughter laying on you, I'm sure that you've rubbed your fingers down her arm or her back. Doing that for yourself, taking your fingertips down your arms.
Ooh, I got,
Or even down the side of your neck. These are all ways that we talk to our nervous system, say, it's time to turn that alarm system off, that we are safe. It's time to rest and digest.
Rest and digest.
Yes.
Ooh, that does feel
Yeah, I can
calm.
see it in your eyes.
I know. And I was thinking, because when I was little, my mom would always stroke my head, my forehead, and that's what I do for my daughter, just like right here to help her fall asleep. Whoa, I really like the ear thing though.
Yeah, just up and down 3 to 5 times.
Wow.
You could do it on both sides, but this really signals safety to our body.
What other things can we do?
Any kind of pendulum movement. So if you come to the edge of your seat, you could put one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest.
Okay.
I want you to relax your eyebrows, unclench your jaw, and then can you just take your torso side to side? Soft little rocks. And again, 5 to 10 of these. You don't have to set aside a whole day or a whole afternoon. You can do this between meetings. You could do this when you're sitting in your car before you drive home. And just, it allows your nervous system to know, hey, that fight or flight those energy that we were getting up to perform and be on TV, now we can shut it off and move into the second part of our day.
I like this. It reminds me of when I rock my daughter. And that's always my favorite part. It's at night time.
Yeah.
That's our moment, and I still rock her to sleep.
Yeah. Which you're doing something for yourself, which is great.
I love this. And breathing techniques, too, are so important, too,
Breathing
right?
is so important. I think the key is, because sometimes people will do breathing techniques and they say that made me more anxious. The key is making your exhale longer than your inhale.
Okay, so how do we do that?
So we're going to inhale for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're not pregnant, you're going to hold your breath for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's exhale for 6, like you're blowing out candles. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. And just repeating that. So just making your exhales longer. The act of blowing it out like it's candles also really helps.
Right, I have never done the exhale longer. I usually do breathe in for 4 and out for 4. Whoa. So if you guys come to my office and I'm just swaying and breathing and rubbing, don't judge me. I'm regulating, right?
Rocking and rubbing, baby.
Yeah, I got you, girl. I like the way you think. So why is it that we carry so much with us? And do you find it mainly in our culture and American society?
We're always on the go, right? So when that alarm switch turns on in our nervous system, because we've braced, because we're rushing, we're multitasking, we got some big news, we don't take the time to turn it off, right? And that's the big thing. And we usually try to use our brain to turn it off instead of our body to turn it off. So if we can just remind our body that it is safe, that we could move on to the next thing. And it's not about eliminating stress, it's our ability to recover from stress. That's what we want to do.
Oh, okay.
My life, my schedule has not changed. When I was in the height of my survival mode, I thought, I cannot cook. Who has time to prep, cook, and clean?
I'm right, yeah.
I'm in survival mode. I got things to do. I can't do that. My schedule has stayed the same, but a regulated Sahar now knows I could spend that 90 minutes to do that, and I'm not in danger. So it opens up your capacity for life. For what you can do. So it's not really about a whole life overhaul, it's just being able to regulate between those big moments.
I need to do more of that, because sometimes then I start overanalyzing and I get hard on myself, like I'm not living fully in the moment. Or, you know, I was mad yesterday at myself that I was down for the count and not with my daughter because I only get 2 days a week. You know, you start doing all of that in your head. And then I felt myself not even resting because I was all worked up for no reason. Just myself, my own. Our brains can do it to ourselves. What's your biggest piece of advice for everybody out there, would you say?
Don't make it a big deal. You don't have to block off a certain amount of time. It's about pleasure and ease. If you can just do those 10 breaths, those 10 rocks, while you're watching TV, do this, or kick your legs up the wall or the couch. Don't make it a big deal. Just start somewhere.
Then also I like what you were saying earlier about laying on the ground and then no phone or anything for what, 2 minutes?
2 minutes.
That's it.
2 minutes. Play your favorite song. Sing along to your favorite song, but just lay on the ground, close your eyes, and allow yourself just to be grounded.
And so with you incorporating this into your life, that's how you were also able to heal yourself.
Yeah, when you're regulated, your body enters homeostasis. And that means my body is going to do what it's designed to do, which is replenish itself. And once I did that, all these expensive supplements, organic foods, all the effort that I was actually doing began to work.
That's incredible. I'm curious how your day is. So when you get up in the morning, what do you do first?
So when I get up in my bed, I'm going to do some of these.
Okay.
I just do about 5 of them, and I say, I'm having a good day. I do not need to rush today. And then I go and I move into getting my beverage of the morning. And when I'm getting my beverage, I'm making sure that I'm not clenching my jaw, sucking my stomach in, or my glutes. And I'm making sure that I'm not starting my day clenched. Because when I do that, it's fight or flight.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. So that's how I start my day, is just really talking to my body, feeling my body, reminding my body not to clench.
When do you start allowing the outside world to come in? Because that's where then I feel like, because I check emails or what's trending, you know, right? I'm on the minute I open my eyes.
I give myself at least 15, 20 minutes without that, I'll be honest.
No, that's good to know, yeah. And then at night, how do you unwind so that you're not, up with your thoughts.
Yeah, so phone is down at least 30 minutes before I gotta go to bed. I'm trying not to have the screen time. I've learned that there are 7 kinds of rest, and one of the kinds of rest is reading for pleasure, not reading to learn. And so that's become one of my favorite things. I kick my legs up the wall, I get my book out, and I'm old school. I need the paper.
Me too.
I want to feel it.
Yeah, I like to feel it and smell it and see the cover, the pictures and everything.
Exactly.
I love that.
So that's what I'm doing.
Thank you for sharing, because I just was curious, because I like to hear people's habits and incorporate some of that into my routine.
Yeah.
You have a lot of resources available, so tell me about that.
I do. YouTube has a lot of somatic movement videos that you can go and try. So look Sahar Paz or House of Paz on YouTube. And you can also find me on Instagram and TikTok under Sahar Paz.
So can we meet with you in person too? How does that work, or are they only available online?
I can do virtual, I do in persons, and once in a while I also do these meditation workshops where we do somatic movements moved into a meditation and sound bath.
Oh, you had me at sound bath. Yes. I love a good sound bath. I've actually fallen asleep on set for a sound bath.
Love that.
I love it. Well, I'm going to continue to follow you. Again, tell everybody where they can go. We have your Instagram right there.
Yes, go to Sahar Paz on Instagram or TikTok, and you can also find me on YouTube.
Well, thank you for sharing this, and I'm so incredibly thankful that you're cancer-free.
Thank you.
It's really a beautiful thing, and thank you for sharing with everybody and making sure we're all healthy in Houston.
Yes.